The nickel package, just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Fielded just inside the 30. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, check 20.
On first down, gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Goff now on second down. What a spin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
We're good. We're good. Check. 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 Ric Flair.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They run. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Goff now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Wait! Get up! Go!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
20! Gun! Get up!
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Tuesday.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 29 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right there, 54, Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's McKinney. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin.
Here we go.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
All right. Come on now. Three down, three down. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Zero, zero. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
So that'll back him up 5. To throw on second down is gone. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Charles Tapper coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Tell him. 76. 76.
Third and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Hey, wait. 12. Get up.
On second down, Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
39. Get up!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. It's caught on the right side. Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
12. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, gun. 12.
To throw again is Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Get up! Gun!
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
20. Check out 11. 12.
Coleman now. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Gun. 21. Hey, gun. Hey, let's go. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Max Williams from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Open man is Uzama. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Goff on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one, and another first down. On first down, it's Goff. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Orange.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
21. There we go.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20. 20. 20. Gun. On. Check three. Hey, straight ass. On.
On 1st and 10, Ryan. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Gun. 21.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, of one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Get up. Gun. 20. Get up. Wait. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
21.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Barkevius Mingo coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
20. 4 now.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Super 1. 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
DC. Hardball.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Merlin.
Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Yes, sir.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Hey, 76.
Now a first down throw. Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. From the gun on third down, Goff. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Gun. Space. Left. Hey, wait. There we go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Right there. All day, baby.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, wait. Get up.
Ryan. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Get up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, gun. Wait. Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Gun. 21.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Three down. Watch 40.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Dula. 2 for 1.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on third, Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But, hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey, South. Go. Where you at?
After the penalty, here's Freeman. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54, South. Ready. Ready, Blue 80. Kill.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Gun. Hey, express. 39. There we go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now here's whistles and another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
4 down. Ready. Back 25. 26. Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey. 4 down.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. One last throw here for Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.